Hey everyone, this is Sunbro, and though this video will be informative, it will also be a bit ranty, so bear with me. Um, Something happened in this game that actually legitimately makes me upset, and it's very hard to make me upset as a person in general. But basically what happened is, as of the new patch, which came out at the exact same time as the DLC, so most people, including myself, didn't realize that this happened um, until I went and checked for things, because I was playing my Dual Fury guy so much that I didn't realize what had changed. And what changed is that they nerfed miracles to the point where they are useless. There's no point in being a Faith character anymore. At least if you're going offensive. And I'm gonna show you the numbers for the uses. Pay attention to those because that's the main part that changed. Like Force usually has 21 uses, and this is actually more because my attunement is so high, and my intelligence is really high, which ups uses for some reason. So yeah, Force is 14 uses. I mean, I don't know what the actual number is, but I can't change my stats to see it. But it's significantly less than it was. Wrath of the Gods has 1 use now instead of 2. Emit Force has 6 instead of 8. So I'm guessing it has less than 6. All these numbers will be less. Like, I checked on my lower file because I was streaming, and I saw Lightning Spear had 3 uses instead of 10. That's a difference of 7. They completely killed it. So then I went and I checked to see how strong it was. And they pretty much cut the damage by half. So, because I thought, might still be worth it if they, had made it go the way of sorceries, where fewer uses but extreme strength. But no, they did not. They not only cut the uses by an extreme amount, they cut the damage by probably even more. Like the build I used to use, as a lot of you may know, is I used to go with just straight tons of great lightning spears. I had the hood on, the Saint's hood, so I had 10 uses per. So I would just wear 6 of them, and I would have 60 uses, and I could just sling them all day long. But that is not a build option anymore. I mean, if you wear the Saint's Hood, I checked earlier, you'll have 5, so technically if you wear all 7 of these that I have right now, you'd have 35 uses, which is definitely a lot of uses. It's almost half as much as it was, but it's still... Well, it is half as much as it was, but it's still a lot. But you will practically be dealing no damage. They also reduced Great Magic Barrier to 1, because I know for a time, at least, it was 2. And, but they did not touch Blinding Bolt for uses, and they did not touch Sunlight Spear for uses. And as far as I can tell from the little bit of testing that I did, on a different character, because this guy is now Intelligence and I don't have any more Soul Vessels, they deal the same amount of damage, but there's still no point anymore. You're not going to go up to 50 Faith just to get the 1 Sunlight Spear you can in a game, and then go and get Blinding Bolt in New Game Plus or with Bonfire Ascetics, because Blinding Bolt is honestly really, really bad. It just seems like they heavily, heavily favor magic. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, will say, well, they nerfed magic too. But they did not nerf it this much. Like, I switched to magic after the patch that completely, nerfed, the soul spears in Soul Geyser by like 30% of their damage, because it was still dealing more damage than the Great Lightning Spears that had been untouched by any patches. But now, after that, there is absolutely no reason to use to be an offensive Faith character. There's no reason at all anymore. The only thing it's good for now is healing, but the healing is still extremely slow. So you can kind of cut out being a support character during battle in any sense. And there isn't really much else you can do, but, like, I mean, if you like lightning weapons a lot, you can still have your weapons buffed with lightning, and I don't think that's changed as far as I can tell. Because I'm pretty sure my lightning bonus was 54 the last time I was on this character. But, yeah, I don't know. That's just, I guess that's the end of the rant. If you'd like to know when this occurred, like I said, it was from the because of the title update that happened just before the the DLC was coming out. Like, you know how the new announcement says the characters before this date that don't have like the title update won't be usable. That is where it came from. Oh, and also, if you're actually still watching this rant, another thing is I noticed that, like, maybe they just hate spells in general, because I went to up my attunement for a character and I noticed that it wasn't from 10 to 12 being your second attunement slot, it was from 10 to 13. And at the moment, this character has 10 slots, but I also have the Southern Ritual Band plus 2, so I have 7 slots at 40 attunement, and I don't know offhand if that is how it's supposed to be. Like, I don't know if they made it so, like, in general, like, they cost more in the beginning, but then they're going to cost less later, because from 30 to 40 was one attunement slot, so I don't know if, like, 35 gives you another attunement slot now, or something, so you still have the same amount at 40. I honestly don't remember how many I had with this character, but I know that now starting out, as a spell-using character, it's going to be significantly more difficult. At least for your first extra attunement slot, because you're going to need 13 attunement instead of 12 to get your extra. And then when I got my 13th slot, then, or second slot, then I went and bought a lightning spear, and without realizing it, I saw that the nerf had happened, and then I went and did my testing. So, yeah, I guess that's the end of this rant now. I'm just pretty upset about it, because, like, as a Sun Bro, in name and in, like, characters that I like to play in as Dark Souls, we use lightning, but now there's no point in using lightning at all. So, I don't know. At least until they change it, because this is like the first time ever that I'm actually going to go and complain about something after a Dark Souls patch. Like, the first game I never even complained about it, but this is ridiculous, because they eliminated offensive Faith characters from the game, basically. So, yeah, I'm gonna go complain. Probably won't do anything, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm ending it before I rant more and sound really childish or something. I liked Faith characters a lot in the beginning of the game, and now they are useless no matter what part of the game you're in. So, if you are a Faith character, then I recommend using a Soul Vessel to change your guy. So, Sorry. But that's it for this one. Hope your characters didn't get screwed over too much. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to praise the sun. And I will see you all next time.